What's up, boys? Welcome back to another react video. This video is going to be a little bit different. Not only am I at a different setup, but we also are reacting to the ugly rise of Marlon, which actually doesn't really sound too pleasing. But I mean, he's not really ugly. He's kind of hot, so it should be like the hot rise of Marlon. But besides the point, let's just get in the video.
It sounds weird, but for almost a century, psychologists have been studying attractive people, and they keep finding the same thing. The more attractive you are, the more people trust you. The faster you get hired, and the more you get paid. Basically, if you're hot, life runs on easy.
Yeah, I've been having that. I've been having this issue for a very long time. I'm gonna keep it real.
Easy mode, and nowhere is that more obvious than online. TikTok's flooded with thirst traps. Instagram's a competition to look unattainable, and Twitter, holy
disgusting.
It doesn't matter if you were born with one or if you bought one. Having a pretty face is a cheat code on social media. I mean, we've seen it a million times. Every other week, there's a new it girl, a new dream crush, a new guy who makes middle-aged women act feral. Which brings us to Marlon.
Which brings us
to Clix. A little over a
Clix.
year ago, Marlon basically appeared out of nowhere. One day, nobody knew who he was. The next, he was streaming with Mr. Beast,
okay, that
walking
is true.
runways, and being crowned the internet's
fastest star ever.
On paper, it's the same story we've seen 100 times. A pretty face shows up, the internet melts, and a career launches overnight. But the deeper I dug, the less that story held up. Because the path Marlon actually took to get here, it's a lot uglier than you think.
Really? Bro, I love golf cart videos.
Marlon Lundgren Garcia grew up in Malmo, a coastal city in the south of Sweden. It was there where he fell in love with soccer, or as the Europeans call it, football.
Everybody calls it football, bro. Lock in.
Whether he was playing for local teams or traveling abroad to watch the greats, the sport really consumed Marlon's entire childhood. But it wasn't long before basketball came into the picture. Marlon was tall for his age, and the game came naturally. By high school, he was actually pretty good enough to get recruited into one of Sweden's top athletic programs. I genuinely couldn't pronounce the school if I tried, but it's stacked with an alumni list that includes names like Hugo Larsson, Emilia Nilsson-Garip, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By the end of high school, Marlon was ranked one of the top basketball players in Sweden, which is what brought him to the US, specifically to Lower Columbia College in Washington State, where he played college basketball. Now, Marlon's basketball career was short-lived. After just his freshman year, he went back home to Sweden, never to play college basketball again.
I wonder why.
So what was the point in telling you this? Well, because it was here, in an apartment at Lower Columbia College, that Marlon's social media career began. In early 2021, one of Marlon's college teammates pulled out his phone, recorded a video of the two of them dancing. He posted it to TikTok, and it popped. The views skyrocketed, and people flooded the comments asking the same question. So Marlon did what anyone would do. He made an account and started posting. Throughout his freshman season, Marlon and his teammate kept at it, spamming the same setup with the exaggerated smile and 15 seconds of choreography on loop. And it kept working. Hundreds of thousands of views became the norm, and the followers kept piling up. Once he got back to Sweden, you could tell Marlon had done the math on why his videos were popular. And spoiler, it wasn't the dancing. The choreography got phased out in favor of better lighting, more deliberate angles, and a shirt that more oftentimes than not just didn't make it a shot.
Thirst trap am I seeing right now?
Hey,
I am
it worked.
turned
By
on
late
by
2023, Marlon had pulled in almost 1 million followers, basically just by posting thirst traps to TikTok. But there's a problem with TikTok. The app doesn't really pay its creators, and the little it does pay is pennies.
Here's my stats for the month, 251 million views, so probably a lot of money, right? $293.80.
That's crazy.
That's my paycheck for the month.
That's why every TikToker eventually pivots. They start a YouTube channel, they launch a podcast, or even just ditch TikTok entirely.
Yeah.
Joe Bartolozzi is a perfect example of this. He blew up on TikTok, moved to streaming, dragged his audience with him, and now he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch.
I didn't know
that. Barely touches TikTok at all.
I did not know this.
Our next video is on chat, and we really want to do like an interview for it. So if you want to see that, go spam his chat and his comments saying golf cart sent you a DM. But anyways, Marlon tried the same thing. In early 2024, he went live on Twitch for the first time. And despite a TikTok following pushing 1 million, only 50 people clicked in. The next stream, fewer. The one after that, even less. This is where Marlon's pretty privilege starts to run out. Because there's a difference between an audience that likes looking at you and an audience that likes listening to you talk. Marlon had spent 3 years building the first kind, and now he needed the second.
Bro, send that chat right now if y'all got any funny videos, bro.
So if you're Marlon, what do? You have 1 million people who follow you for one reason and one reason only, and you've just spent 2 months proving they're not going to follow you anywhere else. You're 22, you dropped out of college, and the dream you've been chasing for years is collecting dust on a platform that doesn't pay. Great. Most people in that spot quit. They get a real job.
That is true.
The TikTok account goes dormant, and that's the end of the story.
Very true.
You see, when the attention isn't converting, you really only have two choices. Accept that the internet gave you the wrong kind of audience, or figure out how to put yourself in front of the right one. And that's basically the entire game online. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer, a creator, or even an entrepreneur. At some point, posting and
Your grandparents, Gary, what?
If you looked at the top of streaming in 2024, the mainstream...
That was me! It was me and Vino. It's my new duo, chat.
2024, the mainstream names all look the same. Nobody was sitting behind a desktop anymore. They were all out doing IRL streams, farming clips around the clock, and almost all of them were doing it from the US. That was the path.
Oh my
If
gosh.
Marlon wanted in, he had to go get it.
Oh
So
my
he scrounged
gosh.
up what money he had and booked a one-way flight to Miami.
This whole week is fucking banging the street.
He didn't really have a plan past landing. He had a hotel for a few nights, a camera, and a goal of streaming every single day. And that's pretty much what he did. Every day was the same. He'd walk around, talk to strangers, eat, sleep, stream, repeat. After a few weeks, he was pulling in over 150 viewers per stream.
That's good.
Then one
That's good.
afternoon, he opened Twitch and saw this.
I remember this. I remember this, Chad. You know.
Lacey and Clix, two of the biggest streamers on the platform, were
Yo, my
doing an
hair
IRL
was
stream
so
in Miami.
good.
They were offering free haircuts to random strangers on the street.
Free haircut? Okay, Lacey's actually cooking.
Marlon saw the stream and instantly recognized where they were.
Yo, chat has to be. Chat has to be right here. Oh my god, chat has to be right here.
He found them, walked up, and asked for a free haircut.
What's up, bro? What's good, bro?
Oh my god!
What's up, bro? Shit. What's up, bro?
Your aura!
And just like that, Marlon, the guy who 3 months
I didn't
earlier
know
was
that was
watching
his
his own viewer
star.
count die in real time, was suddenly live in front of 30,000 people on the front page of Twitch.
I had 33,000 viewers.
Huh? Hey, Lacey, check my out. Come! Yeah!
This is the exact reason you booked the one-way flight.
Everybody spam W in the chat right now.
This is what every aspiring streamer plays out in their head at 3 a.m. when they're wondering if it's ever going
I
to work.
liked it.
And from the outside, it really did look like it was working.
We going up by views every single day. But I went from averaging like 20 views, and then the past week I averaged like 140, bro.
But the numbers that actually mattered, the ones in his bank account, were going in the wrong direction.
He was investing himself.
Bro, like I feel like everything just comes crashing down on me, bro.
Because here's what nobody posts about. Marlon's streams were growing, but he was burning through his savings faster than Twitch was paying him out.
Yeah,
I'm
to make
trying to figure out
content.
to stay tomorrow, like I have to. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay on the street, right?
Every day he stayed in Miami was another day of cheap hotels, cheaper food, and doing the math on whether getting a haircut was worth eating that night.
But I don't have $40 to spend, Chad. I don't have $40. I'm not gonna eat tonight. I promise you I'm not gonna eat tonight. What am I supposed to eat with? My $0 in my bank account? My $5 that I got yesterday from a homeless person because I stole from his cup and didn't give him money? What do you...
For weeks, he was living off of oatmeal, bouncing between hostels with beds that he couldn't fit in, and Airbnbs that were covered in roaches.
What the is that? What the is that? Do you see this, bro? Do you see this?
This is what it actually looks like to bet everything on yourself.
I haven't been able to sleep well. I haven't been able to sleep properly. There's no way in this world that any other streamer would do this to go to this extent to try to fucking pursue streaming, bro.
Oh, that's true. That is true. I don't know a single
But
person that
after
would
2
do that.
months in the States,
That's
Marlon's
whack.
funds had dipped deep into the red, and he was forced to go back home to Sweden.
I just want to say I'm sorry for the echoing, bro. I don't know what to do about the echo, but this is my last resort, Chad. I'm in the garage, bro.
For reasons that aren't really clear, his
I
parents'
didn't
house
know
wasn't
this.
an
This is
option
the
to
whole
stream
story.
from anymore. So he had to set up shop in a garage an hour away from home.
Couldn't afford an apartment. I couldn't find a office. I couldn't find anything.
Which honestly sounds like a step backwards. But the bet had already started paying off. He just didn't know it yet. By September 2024, Marlon's viewership had climbed past 500 a stream. And the money was finally starting to catch up. As he grew, so did his network. Within a few months, he was streaming with huge names like Ray and Nick Nyrcena, and even flew to Mexico to stream IRL with Lacey.
Oh, I remember that.
By January, things had really started to line up. Streaming was finally turning into something sustainable, and after months of paperwork, his US visa came through. So he packed up the garage, flew to LA, and moved into Nick Nyrcena's house.
I'm living at somebody's crib. It's a nice little, you know what I'm saying, area right here, but they said I could have this as like my streaming room and I could just like crash on the couch.
Just a few months after landing in LA, Marlon had reached this inescapable
literally
level in
betting on
streaming.
yourself.
So, boys, listen, first of all, I just want to say we hit 100,000 subscribers, bro.
It was like you'd never heard of him one day, and then suddenly he was everywhere.
There's this new streamer, his name's Marlon.
I think I got some coming with Marlon soon.
This guy gets
Who's he
thousands
chilling
of
with?
viewers every day, bro.
Oh no, I saw this when he first started in like this shipping container almost.
And that's actually a pretty accurate way to describe what happened. Marlon went from averaging less than just 600 viewers in December to over 15,000 in May. That's a 2,400% increase in a matter of just 5 months.
His first time being at the house,
felt supernatural. Phase Marlin, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
It's hard to not give Lacey his flowers for his role in this. Lacey was a much bigger streamer at the time and basically made Marlon a staple character in his streams, but he wasn't doing it out of the kindness of his heart. At the end of the day, Lacey's streams performed better when Marlon was in them.
Really?
I mean, look at his most popular TikToks. Half of them are Marlon.
Oh, Marlin's friend!
What made it work was really the dynamic between the two of them. Just the sight of them next to each other told you everything you needed to know. They looked like two people from completely different movies who somehow got written in the same scene. On paper, the duo didn't make sense. One had a cool, calm, pretty boy energy, and the other was loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered.
I wanted to show you like a good time, right? Obviously, you know, like just like no.
What?
What?
Yo.
It's the same reason Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum worked so well together. One's the type of guy who says something weird, realizes it, and then makes it worse by trying to fix it.
You're not asking me to prom, are you?
No, I mean, if...
The other says everything with a smooth, charming confidence. You put them in the same room, and the writes itself.
My name's Jeff. It's Hefe, man.
That's exactly what Marlon and Lacey had. The internet got one look at it and couldn't get enough. And once the clips started spreading, more and more doors started opening on their own. Aiden Ross, Mr. Beast, FaZe Clan.
FaZe didn't sign you yet? Yet.
Marlon became a household name in streaming with a core audience of viewers who genuinely wanted to watch whatever it was that he streamed. Throughout 2025, he continued to push his reach as far as he could, and in late October, he took one of his biggest swings yet, a full tour across the United States. The goal? 50 states in 28 days. By the end of the year, Marlon had become one of the standout faces in streaming with over 1.6
Marathons are so difficult.
Marlon, he blew the
Marlon blew up this year, bro. Marlon's a go.
Marlon is the definition of a rising star. The beginning of the year, he was just getting known, and now he's literally like one of the top known people in streaming. That is the definition of a star who rose.
Star who rose. That's a fact.
Everyone's having a good night. I'm so excited to present the Rising Star Award. This category celebrates the streamers who began the year with under 1,000 average viewers and have shown rapid growth and huge potential for the future. And the winner is Marlon!
Damn, bro.
Oh man.
He's so hot. I can't lie, he's so good looking. Wow.
It's kind of crazy, you know. It's been a long year. Want to thank my team, of course, Jake, Rocket, Miles, Ozzy, Matt, my editors, Dylan, Ali, everybody that's been helping me out. And then, of course, Lacey, all the FaZe guys, everybody I collab with, you know, y'all pushed me this year. So thank y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all, so I appreciate y'all. I want to say last name, my bad. There's a lot of doubters, a lot of haters always gonna talk, but they're not the ones standing on this stage. So appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Wow. Now, there are a lot of people online who really credit Marlon's success to his looks.
Right there. You sitting courtside with NFL owners a year after streaming is because you're tall and hot. You mad?
In truth, the goal for this video was to figure out if Marlon's success really just stems from pretty privilege. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't go back and forth on him. Because he really has worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to where he is, but at the same time, he takes his shirt off on TikTok and it pulls 125 million views.
Yeah,
and then people start using AI to put their faces on his body.
Wait, why does that mean?
I'm just trying to be myself.
I might have did it.
If you stop looking at pretty privilege like some sort of scarlet letter, you realize that Marlon's looks actually put him into a category of streamer we've never really seen before.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to sound like total glaze, but it's also kind of true, so Marlon's like this perfect blend of traditional celebrity and your average streamer. He's attractive enough to have that Hollywood vibe of being wildly unattainable, which is the same reason that he was the first streamer to sign with Calvin Klein.
I just signed a deal for Calvin Klein. I'm out here to sign another deal.
And the first streamer to walk the runway at Paris Fashion Week.
I'm about to walk in Paris Fashion Week tomorrow, bro. This is beautiful. This life is beautiful.
That audience that I mentioned earlier, it sounds shallow, I know, but the one that just liked the way that he looked.
True.
He found a way to monetize it.
He did.
Through partnerships and campaigns with massive brands like Ralph Lauren, H&M, and Burberry, he's built out a modeling career that's almost as impressive as a streaming career.
I mean, the modeling is so impressive.
With a creative director and said, we want you to be the first streamer to do London Fashion Week for us as well. Brother, this is crazy.
To take it a step farther, he has a natural tie to an audience outside of the US, which is huge. Because the US is known as the entertainment capital of the world, streamers based here tend to organically build audiences that are US based too. Don't get me wrong, that's a massive audience, but it's only a fraction of what's out there. Think about what iShowSpeed did. He found soccer, a sport that's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, Speed is so good too.
But is the most popular one globally, and he made it the center of his content. Now look at Marlon. As someone who grew up playing soccer, he already understood the culture around the sport, so he didn't feel forced when he started integrating it into his content. The guy goes and plays in a charity match and seamlessly fits in with some of the greatest to ever play the game. He's integrated into the soccer community, oddly more so than Speed. I mean, I was watching the Champions League semifinals the other day, and there pops up Marlon in a halftime commercial with Declan Rice.
Oh yeah. Come on, bro. Let's go. That is so crazy. He totally came up.
I told you Marlon's story was uglier than it looks from the outside, and I think that's still true. The beds that were too small, the oatmeal in Miami, the roach-infested Airbnbs, and the garage that was an hour away from home. None of that fits the easy mode story everyone wants to tell you about good-looking people online. But here's the part I keep coming back to. The looks got him in the door. He could have stopped there, and a lot of people would have. Instead, he kept walking through every new room that opened, and now it's pretty tough to put him in just one box.
Since y'all was a kid, be honest, I feel like all of us wanted to become like YouTubers.
Yeah,
it's not about the money.
For sure.
It's not
Everyone,
about the fame.
dude.
It's not about the clout. It's not about none of that, chat, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this because I'm be like, yo, I made it, because I haven't made it yet. God willingly, the only one that stopped me from not being the biggest right now is myself and my mind.
You are so delusional. I am. But listen, Delusion got me here. Delusion got me.
It's a fire fit.
Saying to my mom, literally like, Mom, listen, Mom, I'm gonna go to the States. I'm gonna be there for 3 months. I don't care where I sleep, Mom, I'll make this shit happen.
Delusion got me my dream car. Delusion got me almost 2 million followers on Twitch. Delusion got me almost 5 million followers on Instagram.
You know when you see stuff on YouTube and you're like, this is not even real. I still walk downstairs and I'm like, what the what's my life?
Delusion made me pay my mom's rent forever.
So why is that so important to you to pay your mom's rent? Because my mom got me to this place. God first, of course, but mom got me to this place, and you know, now it's my time to give back.
What's up, mama? Chat, say what's up to my mama. Say what's up to my mama, man. Y'all haven't seen on stream, you know what I'm saying? But W mom, chat.
Delusion flew my whole family out here for Christmas, whenever they want, whatever they want. Delusion, I can get my niece whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
For the guys that do know or doesn't know, Marlon is my brother. I love him so much. I'm very proud of you, broski. Like very, very proud.
Delusion made me win the Rising Star.
God gave me this for a reason.
Delusion is everything, bro. If you're not delusional about and delusional with confidence, dude.
So you be quiet. You sit. Be delusional.
I agree.
Letting me be here and wake up another day. God, I want to thank you for these past few days. Thank you for all the experiences. Thank you for the blessings. Thank God for letting me achieve my dreams and letting my family be with me along this journey. God, I thank you for everybody in this chat. I pray that their families stay healthy, and God, thank you for everything you've done for me. Please forgive us for all of our sins. Amen.
Hey.
Amen.
This was a banger video, dude. I knew Marlon's come up, but like not to this degree of all the shit that he had to go through. But yo, he really does deserve it, whether he's sexy or not, dude. Like it really, he deserves it. He grinded for it. Nobody can say otherwise. But besides the point, if y'all did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We are back doing reacts as much as possible. I know it's hard because the con schedule and travel and all that, but I really am grinding. I'm really trying to non-stop do it. So comment below what other videos you guys want me to react to. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.